Morning light leans on the easel. Dust floats where your eyes should be. I mix burnt sienna for your smile, but the canvas won't agree. Brush strokes from last winter linger, stiff with doubt and drying slow. I kept redrawing your left shoulder like you might still turn to go. Then the kettle sang its warning. Steam blurred what I thought I knew. You're not missing. You were never here. Just a shape I learned to hold dear. All this color, all this care, painted over empty air. Your coat still hangs by the doorway. I sketch its folds every night. Not waiting, just remembering how shadows lie in certain light. Now the palette's cracked and quiet. No more guessing what to hide. You're not missing. You were never here. Just a shape I learned to hold dear. All this color, all this care, painted over empty air. I'll leave the frame unfinished. Let the blankness speak instead. Some truths don't need a likeness to live inside your head. You're not missing. You were never here. Just a shape I learned to hold dear. All this color, all this care, painted over empty air. Painted over empty
Frida Kahlo, she painted the pain the world refused to see. Art with Kenneth, Art History on the KJL podcast channel. Before the first layer of oil grips this canvas. Before color becomes flesh and pain becomes form. We step into the life of a woman who refused to hide her wounds. This 4-foot by 5-foot canvas is not large enough to contain Frida Kahlo's suffering, but it is large enough to honor her courage. She did not paint to please. She did not paint to escape. She painted because surviving demanded it. Frida Kahlo turned pain into identity. She turned injury into truth, and she turned her own body into a battleground where art, culture, and defiance collided. This is not a story of tragedy alone. This is the story of a woman who stared directly at her suffering and dared it to look away first. Let the painting begin. The life and pain of Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo was born in 1907 in Coyoacán, Mexico. From the beginning, her life was marked by hardship. At 6 years old, she contracted polio. The illness weakened her right leg and left her body altered before she ever understood what loss meant. Children teased her. Adults pitted her. And early on, Frida learned what it meant to live in a body that did not behave the way the world expected. At 18, everything shattered. In 1925, Frida was riding on a bus when it collided with a streetcar. The impact was devastating. A metal handrail pierced her body. Her spine fractured, her pelvis broke. Ribs shattered. Her leg was crushed. Doctors did not expect her to survive. But she did. And survival came at a cost. She spent months immobilized in bed, encased in plaster corsets, unable to move freely. Mirrors were installed above her so she could see herself. That mirror became her first teacher. And her own face became her first subject. Frida once said she painted herself because she was alone so often, and because she knew herself best. But what she truly painted was pain. Not metaphorical pain. Physical pain. Daily pain. The kind of pain that never rests. As you build texture on this canvas, remember this: every thick stroke echoes a surgery. Every scraped edge echoes bone against metal. Every layered color echoes endurance. Art as survival. Frida Kahlo did not escape into art. She confronted reality with it. Her paintings are filled with exposed hearts, broken bodies, surgical instruments, tears, blood, roots, thorns, animals, and symbolism drawn from Mexican folklore and Catholic imagery. She refused to soften her truth for anyone. She painted miscarriages. She painted infertility. She painted betrayal. She painted isolation. She did not ask for sympathy. She demanded honesty. While the world often tries to romanticize her suffering, Frida never did. Her work was not about beauty. It was about truth, and truth is rarely beautiful. As oil paint thickens on this canvas, allow the surface to remain imperfect. Frida's life was not smooth. It was fractured. The texture matters. Identity and culture. Frida Kahlo was deeply connected to her Mexican identity. She wore traditional Tehuana dresses not as costume, but as declaration. Her clothing honored indigenous culture, concealed her damaged body, and asserted pride in who she was. Her unibrow. Her mustache. Her direct gaze. These were not accidents. They were refusals. She refused to conform to European beauty standards. She refused to erase herself to make others comfortable. Her self-portraits confront the viewer. They do not invite. They demand. As you paint her eyes, do not soften them. Frida did not look away. She looked directly at pain, at love, at betrayal, at herself, and she held the gaze. Love, betrayal, and Diego Rivera. Frida's marriage to Diego Rivera was as intense as her art. Diego was larger than life, famous, powerful, unfaithful. Their relationship was passionate, volatile, and deeply damaging. He betrayed her repeatedly, including with her own sister. Frida was devastated. But she did not disappear. She painted through it. She transformed heartbreak into creation. Their relationship reflected a truth many are uncomfortable admitting: love does not always heal. Sometimes it wounds deeper. And still, she remained herself. Pain as identity. Frida Kahlo lived with chronic pain for her entire adult life. She endured more than 30 surgeries. She wore corsets made of steel and leather. She relied on alcohol and medication just to function. And yet, she painted. She painted when sitting hurt. She painted when standing hurt. She painted when breathing hurt. This canvas you are working on must carry weight. It should feel lived in. Frida's art was not light. It was earned. Legacy. Frida Kahlo did not live to see the impact of her work. She died in 1954 at the age of 47. Today, she stands as a global symbol of resilience, feminism, identity, and creative truth. But above all else, Frida Kahlo represents this idea: you do not have to be unbroken to be powerful. She did not hide her scars. She painted them.
Dust dances where the sunbeam leans on floorboards worn by quieter seams. I trace the rim of an empty cup, the steam long gone, the warmth used up. A letter folded, never sent, rests where your hand once left its dent. The window hums a breeze so thin it barely stirs the air within. The clock's hands pause mid-turn as if they too have ceased to yearn. The stillness knows your very chair. It holds the shape you left behind. It breathes the scent you used to wear in threads of light and fraying time. I smooth the quilt you never took, its pattern stitched from old heartache. Each knot a word I couldn't speak, now tangled in the quiet ache. The teapot cools, the shadows grow around the things we didn't know. The stillness, yours, your favorite chair. It holds the shape you left behind. It breathes the scent you used to wear in threads of light and fraying time. I thought forgetting would feel like peace, but absence carves a deeper lease. The stillness speaks in your old tone, not loud but clear in every seam. It claims this house as its own and leaves me haunting someone's dream. Gloved hands rest on gilded wood. Sunset stains the damask chair. No one comes, but still I would tune the ache out of the air. They praise my touch at garden teas, called it charming, called it quaint. Never saw the storm beneath every note I didn't paint. The street lamps blink like tired eyes, no carriage.
Now the portrait stands before us layered, scarred, unapologetic. Just like Frida. What began as a raw sketch has grown into a commanding oil portrait on canvas, 48 by 60 inches in scale. The early lines, loose and searching, have given way to form, color, and presence. The structure remains beneath the surface, but now it carries weight. It carries life. The face rises from warm tones, built with confident strokes that let the paint speak for itself. The skin glows with layered light, not polished smooth, but alive with texture. Every mark remains visible, reminding the viewer that this image was shaped by hand, by motion, by intention. Her gaze is direct, unflinching. It does not soften itself for comfort. It holds the viewer in place, just as Frida held her own reflection. There is strength in that stare. And vulnerability. Both living together without apology. The reds of the background surround her like a field of emotion. Deep, rich, and pulsing with energy, they feel less like a setting and more like a state of being. The color does not sit quietly. It breathes. It presses forward. It carries the heat of passion, pain, and defiance. Her clothing moves in bold blues, greens, and pinks, built with broad strokes that balance the intensity of the face. The colors feel celebratory, almost joyful, standing in contrast to the heaviness of her story. Life pushing back against suffering. Identity asserting itself against injury. The jewelry and details anchor her to tradition and culture, while the texture keeps everything grounded in the physical act of painting. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is overly refined. The surface tells the truth, just as she did. This is not a delicate portrait. It is a strong one. A living one. The sketch showed the bones of her image. The finished work carries her spirit. Now the portrait stands before us layered, scarred, unapologetic. Just like Frida. She did not ask the world for permission. She did not wait to be healed. She spoke in paint when words failed. This is not a painting about suffering alone. It is about survival. It is about truth. It is about a woman who refused to disappear. Frida Kahlo taught us that pain does not erase identity. It sharpens it. And as this canvas holds her image, let it also hold her lesson. Survival is an art. And some of the strongest voices in history are the ones that painted through the pain. This has been Art with Kenneth and the Art History Show on the KJL podcast channel.
Thank you for joining me today on the KJL podcast channel. Your time, support, and creativity mean the world to me. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps keep this artistic journey alive and thriving. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a brushstroke, story, or inspiring moment. Your encouragement fuels the art, podcast, and everything we create together. Stay inspired, stay curious, and remember, every masterpiece begins with a single brushstroke. Until next time, this is Kenneth J. Lewis Sr. signing off from the KJL podcast channel. See you soon.